Hello and welcome to this video. Today, I'm here with Eliah.
Hello everyone.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Eliah.
He's also a trans content creator. You probably know him. And today, we're gonna talk all about sex.
Exactly. Very spicy.
Yeah, we're gonna be as open as we possibly can. So if you know us personally, please don't watch this video.
Yes, please get the fuck out now.
By the way, we're not like professionals or educated or anything in this. We're just speaking from personal experience.
Yeah, I think we just know that there's so many taboos about sex as trans people, and we just wanted to share as much as we can to help out people.
So far in our transition, so we're still like not that far into transitioning.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
And let's just jump right in with the first question, shall we? Does the feeling not men enough ever go away?
In a sex-related way or just in general?
I think, because I asked them to ask questions about sex, so I'm thinking in a sex-related way, feeling like, oh, I'm not a man enough in bed.
Personally, I'm at the point of my transition. I've been 2 years on hormones, so I'm not yet 100% confident with myself.
Yeah.
So I still have a bit of that feeling. It's way better. I think it's like 80% better than it used to be, for sure. And I think there's two things that help. First is the confidence you have in yourself, and that takes time. And the second one is the person you're with. That like makes a lot. Like if the person actually treats you and respects you and sees you as a man, even though you're trans, I think that makes a lot. So I would say it's always it's always kind of there, but like most of it goes away.
Yeah, I'd say the longer you are in your transition, the more it like fades away in most cases. And if it doesn't, you can always like work on it mentally, talk with your partner, like all these things. The longer you're on hormones, or maybe also if you want to have like surgeries, that definitely helps, I think, personally. How do women usually respond to trans men sexually?
I don't know.
See, I guess it depends on the person. I'm like, if it's a straight woman, then I don't think she's gonna prefer trans men. Some straight women don't mind it.
I'm not sure. Sorry.
Yeah, that's just what I've understood. But then if the person is like queer or a queer woman, then I don't think she's gonna, I think she's gonna respond well sexually because trans men are good in bed. I'll just say that because they know their female anatomy. If you're with a cis woman.
I think that subjectively, I always feel like girls like trans men less than cis men. I'm always like, I have this idea in my head of, oh, because I'm a trans man, I'm less good or I will be less desired by women. Objectively, if I look at my other trans friend and when I talk with them, like, or even you actually, like when I talk with them, how girls react to them, I think that's something that we should not forget is, or not like that, but
we shall not forget.
I think that a lot of women feel very safe also with trans men. I think that's also very important with sexuality. So I think you can never say, oh, all women think that or that, because there's so many on earth. But I think, I don't know what I think.
Or like you said, because we also did a video on his channel, I'll leave it in the description, but you said there that queer women know that you don't need to have a dick to be a man. So I guess that's the thing, because some cis women think
are not there yet.
They're not there. Does it feel different at Climax after a year on T? I know why specifically a year on T. I just put it in general on T.
Not only Climax, the whole experience and the entire, all the feelings related to sex, I think, are very different when you start hormones. It feels more like a guy horniness or a guy climax, I guess.
Like from what I've heard from cis men before, I was like, they like after coming, basically, they've expressed that they're not in the mood anymore and they can't continue, basically. So that I've noticed is a difference. Because like before, I could be like, okay, I'm ready to go again. But now afterwards, I'm like, nah.
That one is crazy, and I thought I was the only one. So maybe it's good that we have this discussion. But I've been feeling so guilty after starting T, because as you said before, like if the person would go on me first, and then I would climax, and I would still want the other person. I would still, of course, like want to do something. But now it's almost like, I really don't want to do it after you're done, and it feels so selfish.
And then I also think the orgasm is more like intense, like you feel it more in your entire body, like kind of through your legs up to your toes mostly. And I think that's just because you have more nerve endings, since after bottom growth you're gonna feel more, therefore it's gonna feel more powerful, I guess. The powerful orgasm.
For me, it feels more strong, as you said, but also more short of the time.
Yes.
So before it was more long and strong, and I was like very strong, but only for a short time. and I also get faster there.
Yeah. Same. I feel like it's like, and then you come in and it's like, okay, I'm done.
They're reacting.
And then before it would be like, and then a long time. And then like, and then slowly you're going down. Now you know. You also feel like just lesbians. Soti. You also feel like just lesbians and it gives you so much dysphoria you want to rip off your skin. Yeah, kinda. That's the same as before, like I guess less and less. The more I feel like a man, the less I feel like a woman having sex with a woman. So when I was pretty, it was really hard to avoid that feeling of we're two lesbians, you know. I don't feel that way as much. I can definitely feel it, especially if I like think too much about what I look like, about my body and all these things. But sometimes just like acting in different ways that men typically act in bed can help with that feeling. Or just like speaking, especially if you're on T, like saying things and like hearing your own voice can but like be a reminder that like, oh, I'm not a woman.
No, I agree what you were saying. I think for me, when I started transitioning socially, I was in a relationship with a girl and I felt so much like an imposter because I had to learn how to act like a guy in bed, and I thought, oh, I shouldn't be learning that. It should be natural if I'm a guy, you know, if I'm a trans guy. But I do agree that if you can learn those things, like what do guys do in bed, like what position, like we talked about the other day, that doing like that made us super euphoric or stuff like that. It's just like little details like that. I think that
if you're laying on your back in bed and like putting your hands up like that can feel like
euphoric.
Yeah.
So I think definitely like trying new things and seeing what makes you comfortable can help. And for me, what helped a lot obviously was hormones and a top surgery. Like I also told you the other day that when I feel dysphoric about my bottom, when I have bottom dysphoria, I focus on my chest now that I have a flat chest, and that really helps. So I guess like whatever point you are in your transition, if you feel dysphoric, it can help to focus on what makes you euphoric. I think the question is, does it happen? So yes, sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
but less and less.
Have any of you gotten bottom surgery yet?
No.
Do you want to?
I think so. There's times now that I'm very happy. Like I can look at myself naked in the mirror and be like, you look good, and be happy with me as a trans man and with my trans body. But I do feel a big frustration. Sometimes I want to do certain things in bed. I have the feeling or the desire, but I just can't do it, and it's very frustrating.
I wanna.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get that. It's something I really want. So
Yeah, especially with a strap on, you don't have that physical connection as much. So I think I kind of miss that.
yeah. What do you do to make you feel most euphoric?
In bed.
All of these questions are in bed.
Okay.
For me, like we said, take up the hands like that, and then be like dominant works for me anyways, to like move her where I want her to be, or like, okay, now we're doing this. That helps. And also like say things or let her know that I want her to say certain things to me like beforehand, because that makes me euphoric when she says them. So that's important, like conversations to have maybe, and can help you feel more euphoric.
Yeah, I agree. I think reassurance is also a big thing for me, like that the person tells me during it also like that she's enjoying it.
You're a man. Oh, he hit me.
She finds you attractive, or that you look hot, or that you look manly, or stuff like that can definitely help. What else do? I think I like to do things that are more masculine coded. I like I don't know how precise that should be. Is YouTube not gonna demonetize it?
You know how many weird things I've said on my YouTube channel and showed weird penises and like everything? I mean like fake penises.
I feel very euphoric when I'm getting head while standing up, because I feel like this is a thing that you would do less as in a lesbian couple, because I don't know, but I feel like in my head it's like a guy thing.
If the partner's on their knees.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm standing up. Especially now that I had top surgery, I see my chest, but I don't see it down there. So it just actually feels like I'm cis.
I think also like if you're doing that, like getting head, then maybe positioning yourself kind of like a cis man would. Like maybe not spread your legs as wide as you can, unless you want to, of course. But I'm thinking what could be helpful and euphoric. So maybe more like lay with your legs closer together.
But I definitely think that how the other person does it also really helps. If the person does it just like another guy, that really helps, because you can kind of tell, I guess.
Of course, it's easier if you had bottom growth to do this, but I don't think it's necessary.
No, it's not necessary. But another thing that's very personal, but I guess I'll put it out there. No, with my ex-partners, I enjoyed also when they were like fingering me, but I felt very dysphoric about it, obviously, because that's more of a thing you would do on a girl. So I would just so sometimes I just, or anything that has to do with down there, I just imagine it's my ass instead of my vagina, and that actually really helps to be like, yeah, that's like something other guys could also feel or also enjoy.
They do, yeah.
And that doesn't make me like a woman that they're doing that on me.
Yeah, I think that's good for people to hear, because there's like there shouldn't be any shame around doing things that makes you like enjoy it, but then thinking of it in a different way, as you say, could definitely help. Like imagine you're doing something else, maybe.
Yeah, I definitely think that imagination is a big help. Like just even if it's not real, just imagine like you being different, whatever makes you euphoric. But I also think it can be very frustrating because you have to spend so much energy, and you can focus less on actually being there with the person, which is kind of
Something that also helps me personally is to like try to like, I personally like wearing a hard packer, like a strap-on. I don't like to say strap-on, but let's say a hard packer with like underwear that has a hole in it, so that you don't have to wear actual straps. You just have boxers on, and then the dick part just pokes out, basically. If you're wearing that, you can have sex in a lot of different positions. So being in the kitchen, for example, or in the bathroom, or like doing it in random places definitely helps for me personally. And then the only problem that I usually have is that like I want to feel something, and I have different types of hard packers that kind of have a thing for your T-dick, kind of. But I don't really like that, because I feel it, but I don't feel that much, and it's hard to position it right. So I usually have like some sort of a vibrator inside the boxers, because then I can feel it and it feels good, but I don't see it. So then when I do like penetrate, I feel something, and I just imagine that what I feel is her, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's smart.
So then I can also do all kinds of positions in different places, and it just feels nice. But yeah, the only annoying part about that is it's annoying to like have to get all the things, like prepare and like do all that. So then it's not going to feel as spontaneous, but if you have the time and the energy, then it's definitely worth it, I'd say.
We were talking about the other day that something that's very frustrating about being a trans man is the lack of spontaneity with sex. Like if you're like if you're just really having chemistry with someone and you just want to hook up, you can't. Or maybe you can if you have your strap on in your bag, but that's very weird. Like, oh, no worries. And I mean, of course you can hook up like without a strap on, but I think you get what I mean. Like there's an extra step.
Yeah, I have the inflatable peacock, which is like an inflatable hard packer, so you can.
I didn't know that existed. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I have a review of it on my YouTube channel if you want to see. It's basically, you can have it soft, and then you can pump air in it, and then it becomes hard, so that you can have it like on a date night, for example, and then if you want to do something somewhere, or right when you get home, for example, then you can just like go at it right away, basically, which is real nice. And if you do get it, you can use my code Benji. Actually, it's Benji10. Can you be stealth if you don't, like, do you think how it's important for a hookup to know? I guess if you don't have a dick, is it important? Or do you need it to like hook up?
I don't tell the person if we're just gonna kiss, because like it doesn't matter. But if we're gonna hook up, I just feel more comfortable telling them, because at some point they're gonna see it. So,
but I guess it depends, because maybe someone wants to be like, oh, you don't have to do anything on me, I can just like go down on you, or like finger you. But then they're probably gonna think it's weird, because if they think you're a cis man and you don't want anything done on you, then something must be wrong. So I think it's definitely possible if you say that you don't want them to go near that part of you, but I'd say it's the safest and probably the most comfortable to say something.
Like I don't think you have to, but I would highly recommend that you do it. Like,
recommended by Eliah.
Because if you're having sex with someone, you need to feel at least a bit safe. And if you don't feel comfortable telling them you're trans because you don't think they will accept it, I'm not sure if being intimate is the safest choice.
Do you have dysphoria for it? I feel like I'm asexual because of the absence of a specific part,
I think I can tell I'm not asexual because I still desire having sex or desire being intimate with people, but then I'm blocked by the dysphoria. Not all the time, now it's way better, but I think if I was asexual, I would just not have any desire.
Yeah, but I fully get it, because like it can be hard for me to get in the mood, even if I'm with my girlfriend because I know that it's hard for me to have sex and I know that it's gonna be this euphoric moment. But then again, even though it feels like it in the moment, is definitely something that's gonna get better over time. It's something that you can continuously work on, even though it's really hard. Taking small steps towards something that you want to try, or something that maybe you want to feel more comfortable being shirtless, for example, but you're afraid that it's gonna give you a bunch of dysphoria, then maybe start by having a completely dark room and being shirtless. What are the best packers for play?
I cannot answer that question.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna say my favorite one is the one that I mentioned, the inflatable. It's my favorite one that I've used. I'll just put 2 other that I recommend in the description so you can check that out. They're just like regular hard packers. One is with like a thing where you can put your T-dick on it.
Is it the Let's Share?
Huh?
Let's Share.
It's from Banana Prosthetics. And if you're gonna get a sensation plug, I recommend the lips. How do you feel about your girl sucking your tiny peen? Sorry if this sounds offensive, also trans.
Good.
Oh, the light just died. I personally haven't tried going all the way doing that because I just feel like I would be so embarrassed about how small it is. And personally, I want something bigger. I mean, I want a cis penis. Like, bottom growth for me is not enough for that. But I just have to remind myself that she's not gonna think that it's too tiny. It's just me. So if you're with a person who wants to do that on you, they probably don't mind. And they probably don't care how small it is, basically.
I think I was very lucky that my ex-partner was very vocal about that she liked my body, and even more than saying that she doesn't mind, she said that she liked it and she thought it was hot. And so I think that really helped, because when you're not confident, even if it feels good physically, you're not really enjoying it. So I think I felt very safe with my partner, very confident. So it just felt really good, and I felt like I think most of the time I just feel like I would forget I'm trans. So I just felt really good, honestly. But sometimes I would feel dysphoric.
What do I do to make my boy comfortable when dysphoria comes?
I think, as we said before, reassurance is a big thing, because for you it might be obvious that you think he's hot, that you think he's pretty, or that you're attracted by him, but trans people are very insecure. So I think saying it, you can never say it too much, I think. Say that you think he's hot, that you want him, or stuff like that really helps. And I think also just asking him, because everybody's different, so like, what can I do to help?
For sure. And then also like letting him know that if it gets too much, if it gets too dysphoric, he can end it whenever he wants. And that you're not going to get mad, you're not going to get upset, you're not going to think it's not enough. So just that it's clear. What feels nice for someone with a T-dick? It always slips. I don't mean it like slips out or like just slips around, but because like I haven't really used it for penetration personally. Have you?
I have, and it feels nice. It does sometimes, yes. I think what was helping me is that when I was the one on top, physically, I don't know how else I would be on top. It was really helping because gravity or something, I don't know, that would help. And
I think also like when you kind of pull your skin back, it like pops out more. So then it's not gonna, it's gonna be easier to like reach all the way, kind of.
That really helps, for sure. I think it's just practice, honestly. At some point you understand what works, what doesn't, but it is hard. But
you could also use like a pump if you want to pump it up to make it bigger. I haven't tried it personally, but I know that it works to make it like more swollen, I guess, and easier to use.
I think for me it would work the best when I was really hard, and that would like just depend on when I do my T-shot, or how confident in myself I feel. That would change a lot, like because if I don't feel confident, or if I feel dysphoric, I would not be really hard. But if I was feeling good, like, so I guess just reminding yourself of the parts of your body that you like and focusing on that.
Final question, just this one was just for fun. If you could have a dick of your own choice, how big would it be?
I think I have such a wrong perception of how big dicks actually are, because the only dicks I've seen were like, I mean, not the only, but like most dicks I've seen are like porn.
I'd want like a little bit longer than average, and then pretty like thick. A shower, not a grower. I'd like to be, if I could choose myself personally.
Oh, but like not like if you were cis, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, you can't choose that with the
no. But now I'd say I'm a grower. Like,
I don't know. Like, I think 15 centimeters, or is that too big? Or
I think that's like average.
Yeah. Okay. Then that sounds good.
Doesn't matter. I'm very happy with my length.
Yeah, honestly, me too.
I'm kidding. I don't know. If I have like 4, let's say now, and it's pretty far away from 16, so.
Yeah. No, but for bottom growth, I'm happy. I didn't think it would be that big. Like, also, like, a lot of people But we had a different view. For me, a lot of people I heard were complaining about it, and it's like, actually, it's cool. Can I say one last thing? I feel like also bone growth like is really nice because it looks actually like a dick, and it's just a bit smaller, but like the look of it is also, and you can get it hard, and there's a lot of euphoria. But sometimes when I come, then nothing happens. I'm like, oh, like I don't know, it's like frustrating because like you're just expecting to like,
But
and then,
it
like,
kind of pulsates.
yeah, but
Nothing comes out.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just like,
But then it is also fascinating to see it like get soft again after.
yeah, that's crazy. But I guess it's nice. You don't need to clean or like.
Yeah.
There's also good sides of it. Also,
But I always thought that like after a penis comes, it's like gets soft right away. Like, but now I see that it
takes
takes
time.
it takes a few minutes.
but it's
even.
still quite fast.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's gonna be it for this video.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yes. Hopefully this was helpful, and we'd love to make a part 2 because we have a lot more to say.
Yeah, I had so much fun. Like I'm kind of sad that it's already done.
Yeah. And you know, we can make another one in a year when we have more experience. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to me and Eliah
Bye.
if you want to see more. Bye bye.